program that I used in my school is called MobyMax. So with MobyMax, it's a online type of program that students can use with their laptop or even on their phone. And what it is it's not necessarily a reading strategy, but it's more of a program that allows students to work on things that they are struggling in really all the subjects. It has science, social studies, math, reading, fact fluency, lots of different things. So including with strategy, or including with reading, it's not really a strategy, and there's not really one that we really like emphasize in the 7th and 8th grade. For a lot of our opinion is, if you haven't learned how to figure out how to read in 7th and 8th grade, there's other things that we need to be doing than just trying to give you support. There needs to be a whole different type of remedial situation going on that needs to be more drastic than just a couple support strategies and things like that. So we do have that. It focuses a lot on grammar development in terms of its language and its reading. It also has a reading assessment. It's not really the best that I found in the way that I've used it in the past, but it does give you just kind of like a standard level of how well they're doing. Some of the reading texts that they give them are a little difficult, so they have to really persevere to get through them and to absorb them and answer the questions. So again, it's for students to kind of get a little bit of extra practice and a little bit of extra work, not really something that's there to give them clues and give them tools and things like that. It's really just more practice, so that way they can get better at it. In terms of the way it works with the brain, it's not super brain friendly. It does have a personalization where you take a pretest for whatever subject you're going to do, and it changes the level that it will give assignments at. So that's pretty nice. You don't have to kind of guess where a student is and have it be too high or have it be too low for them, and it adjusts accordingly depending on how well they did on that pretest, and then it just automatically gives them assignments. It's not like you have to track down and look at exactly what they need and then assign them. It kind of just assigns it by itself, though you can go and assign things that you want them to read through and answer questions from within the program. It does provide quite a bit of repetition for a lot of students, working on the same types of problems. If you're analyzing a certain type of grammar, if you're analyzing a certain type of reading, it gives you multiple things. It doesn't just give you one and then hopes that you expect to learn it from them. My experience in this, I used it last year with several of my kids. I was in the RTI program, so this was something that we used pretty much every day, in particular of both math and reading. It does, like I said, has a lot of good sources to use, and it's been somewhat successful. It is a little dry, so it needs a lot of student kind of motivation and encouragement to get there. But the program overall, it lets you do a good job of monitoring where a student is and where they've been. It shows their growth. It shows in real time monitoring. So all of that is really nice if you have just a few that you're working with at a time, so you can see where exactly they're at and how they're doing. So that's pretty much what I've got experience with. So yeah, thanks.